everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm diving deep into something serious that is often overlooked in Lagos, Nigeria. It's the justice system. Now, don't click off that video yet because what I'm about to share affects real lives, and honestly, it could happen to anyone, even you. We're talking about how something as simple as a wrong charge number, do you know what that is? You see? That's the reason why you shouldn't come out of this video so quickly. Because this wrong charge number is destroying lives, it's delaying justice, and it's keeping innocent people in prison. Do you know the 4 local government areas in Lagos State, Nigeria, where this happens a lot? Guess. Okay, let me tell you. Amuwo-Odofin, Eti-Osa, Ikeja, and Oshodi-Isolo. So the question is, what is a charge number and why does it matter? Okay, let me shed more light. A charge number is a number that tracks your case from the point of arrest to the point of trial. If this number is wrong, your file can go missing. Your case might be delayed, or even worse, you could stay in prison with no trial whatsoever. I've seen many cases. And guess what? This happens all the time in Lagos State, especially in certain areas where high inmate populations or where the courts are overworked and tired. So let's take each of these local government areas one by one. Let's start with Amuwo-Odofin, for example. You probably know Kirikiri, right? It's the largest prison complex in Lagos, housing maximum, medium, and female custodial centers. There are thousands of inmates and a lot of court movements every day in this prison. Because of overcrowding and constant inmate transfers back and forth, paperwork gets messy. And can you guess what keeps getting messed up? Yes, you guessed it. Charge numbers. Charge numbers all the time. Many people have been stuck in Kirikiri for months, even years, way longer than necessary, simply because their case file was lost or misfiled under a wrong charge number. And you know that once this happens, only God can deliver you. I've seen it happen many times with many prisoners. If you've experienced this issue in the local government area, comment in the comment section. Share your experience. Or if you know anyone who has experienced this, share. Share. The next local government we're going to talk about is Eti-Osa. This is where Ikoyi Correctional Center is. Another very notorious place. Now, this correctional center is overcrowded. There are lots of people. And in here, you'll also find high-profile and pre-trial detainees. You'd think a facility that holds VIPs would have tighter systems, right? Now, lie yo. Even here, a wrong charge number can throw the entire trial process into chaos. There are cases of people being held without trial because the courts couldn't trace their original documentation. Yes, it's happening in this place. Just think about the psychological toll it takes on someone waiting for their day in court. It's very, very serious. Okay, next one. This one is in the heart of the Lagos justice system, Ikeja, the Lagos judicial headquarters. This is where the big legal stuff happens. State High Court, Court of Appeal, all the major magistrate courts. You would even assume it would be more organized here, right? Well, absolutely not. Not at all. Because so many cases pass through Ikeja. Court clerks and administrative staff are overwhelmed. This is where court-side errors often happen. Sometimes it's not the prison's fault from what I have seen. It's the court that misrecords the charge number. And once that happens, inmates could be labeled wrongly or even tried under someone else's case. Can you imagine? I'm just highlighting these things to show you what goes on in our country, Nigeria. Knowledge is power, people. Finally, we have Oshodi-Isolo. This area sees a lot of crime-related activities, arrests, remands, prosecutions, all happening pretty rapidly. They have hundreds of criminal cases per month. The courts are stretched so thinly. Mistakes happen, a wrong charge number here, a missing record there, and suddenly someone's future lies at the mercy of man. Nigeria. The worst part is vulnerable people are the ones who suffer the most. If you're poor, unrepresented, or you don't speak English properly, you're stuck. These are some of the things that happen in these places. Now, if you've experienced this or know someone who has, comment in the comment section. We want to hear your experience. Share it with us. We are here to help make Nigeria better. These things are a violation of people's human rights. People's human rights are violated under Nigeria's constitution. Every person has the right to a fair trial. And I say these things all the time. The right to legal representation and the right not to be detained unlawfully. But how can you benefit from these rights when your case file is lost or misfiled or even mixed with someone else's? People are spending years in prison. My Nigerian brothers and sisters in many of these local government areas without being tried. Simply because someone entered the wrong charge number. It's not fair and it's not right. So, what is the solution to this issue? I must admit I don't have all the answers, but I can suggest a few by asking some questions to prod your minds. So my first question is, why don't we digitalize court records? Why don't we make sure everything is captured on a system so we move away from this idea of paper filing that gets lost or damaged? Why don't we do that? Another thing is, why we can also train court staff and prison officers. Why don't we do that? Because they need to understand the importance of accurate documentation. Poor documentation is one of the things I have seen since I started working with cases in Nigeria compared to cases in the UK. Another thing is, why can't we create a centralized case tracking system so that lawyers, courts, and prisons are working from the same database, just one database? Because this will also assist with data protection in Nigeria. So once you need court proceedings on a case, you can easily get the information. Some cases that my team have been working on have been delayed so much because of wrong charge numbers. Another thing is, why can't we audit high-risk local government areas in Nigeria? Like these 4 I've discussed. Why can't we audit them to find recurring gaps so we tackle how to fix these problems and fix them fast? These suggestions are how it's done in the abroad. NGOs, legal aid groups, and the government need to come together on this because real people are suffering in silence and it's a violation of human rights. If you've watched this far, thank you. Share this video, especially if you're a lawyer, activist, or just someone who believes in fairness and justice. Let's push for change in Nigeria. Let's make justice work in Lagos State, and it will roll off onto other states. If you liked our content, like, share, subscribe, share your story. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.